so you can see who's talking, I guess.
Oh, y'all want to see how smart? Y'all want to see how smart? Y'all want to see how smart Trevor Woods is?
Oh, you need to stop that, man. Bite your tongue. I got a question.
Let's go on that topic though. About Fran Brown and Prime though. Like we got Prime is gonna be more polarizing because he chased and accomplished greatness. And whenever you chase and accomplish greatness, you're gonna deal with that hate. Fran Brown hasn't been on that stage before. So I mean it's hard to sort of compare. I get what you're saying to a degree. The approach is different, but Fran Brown has never had to deal with the spotlight that Prime has had, and Prime has dealt with it wonderfully, in my opinion.
I mean, that's true. But what Mike spoke about how he came in and he made that statement about, I got my Louis and y'all might as well go ahead and jump in that portal. Like, that was a little harsh.
That's true.
That was a little harsh.
But Prime had to market a dead program.
True.
He had to generate buzz. There's other, people would say Northwestern were 1-11-2 that year, but if you actually look at the loss margin, Colorado was far worse than Northwestern. So Prime had to do all he had to do is to generate the buzz. Fran Brown, I mean, he came into a better situation, and I'm not sure if Prime would have had that approach if he went to Syracuse. So Prime had to deal with the cards that he got, and Prime could have easily went to an easier situation. USF would probably be the easier situation. Apparently, there were some other deals on the table, but he had to do what he had to do, and he probably would approach that situation a tad bit different, that first original speech. But I feel like he generated the buzz he needed and the marketing he needed for people to even pay attention to Colorado in the first place.
And guess what? This is what I believe. There's nobody, now think about this. Nobody in the United States can come and do it the way that Prime doing it now. I can't think of any other coach or any other NFL retiree that could have come in and done what Prime is doing the way that he's doing it now. Can anybody think of anybody?
I think Ray Lewis can. I think Ray Lewis can.
Not like Prime. Right. Not like Prime. You got to know who Prime is. You got to remember.
Prime are way two different people, man.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that Ray Lewis won't.
I think Ray Lewis will come in and have the same kind of impact. Like, I feel like, let me say this right here now. Tell me if y'all disagree with this right here. If Ray Lewis went to go coach with Eddie George, I think that program will just jump and get flipped upside down. Because Ray Lewis brings that extra energy. Eddie George, he's a good guy. He's a talented guy, all this kind of stuff. But he's a little quieter. He's a little soft spoken. Ray Lewis gonna come in there and knock the door down, like Coach Prime.
I think y'all missing the biggest piece to Prime and what he brings is his sons are on the team. It's a whole different ball game. That magnifies the whole thing because not only is he coaching, but he's coaching his sons. His sons are on the team as well. Without it been for Shador and Shiloh, I think Prime would still be big, but it wouldn't be as big as a story as it is because of it with his kids on the team. So I just think that it's not just Prime itself. His boys really helped to, really get it to the level that it is.
Yeah, but Prime is also just not some big boisterous person. He's very calculated and intelligent and methodical at the same time. So, and I'm not sure if you can say that Ray Lewis is on that same level. Prime is a businessman. He if you see how he's dissecting. Go ahead.
Ray Lewis had one of the best defenses for almost his whole career. You don't get that by just tripping and falling. Ray Lewis talk about film study and everything the same way Coach Prime talk about film study. Like, look, we talking about Ray Lewis is the best middle linebacker all time and Coach Prime the best corner all time. You don't get that title by just being lucky.
Nah, that's hard work.
But once again,
Prime is just not a good football player. Prime is really,
He's a marketing genius.
He's really an AD. He's really an athletic director. He really was the football athletic director at Jackson State for real, and he's pretty much that at Colorado. He's not. You can't come into a 1-11 program like Colorado and just coach. He knew that. He took over the whole program from the design of the new jerseys to hiring. From recruiting on down to the trainers. That takes a different skill.
Now, what I say,
Prime is one of one for that.
This is what I say that Prime has over Ray Lewis. Well, because Ray Lewis can speak like Coach Prime. He can give. He had a whole speech on John Mann one time, so he can speak. He's been on talk shows. He done a lot of stuff. He can speak if he really want to speak. But what Prime has on Ray Lewis is, I think he has a team around him, and he's been doing business at a high level. And that's what kind of like the same thing we were talking about the other day, Boosie. Ray Lewis was a winner, but Ray Lewis didn't know how to market himself. So he one of them guys that's talented, but like I can't really remember a lot of Ray Lewis commercials and stuff because he didn't really want to be in his like that.
He just wanted to play football.
And this is what.
I'm sorry. Go.
No, go ahead.
I want to say this point. Did you all watch the video when it was Prime and he had Shador and Shala with him? He was talking to Jerry Jones and his son.
Yep.
And he told Jerry Jones, "You see my boys? You got your boys. I learned everything from you.
I learned it from you. Yeah. And I'm telling y'all, 100%, Prime would not be as big as he is. This Colorado story or the Jackson story would not be as big as it is without Shador and Shiloh on the team. There's no way.
That's a fact.
Because he brought CU a quarterback. CU needed a leader. He brought his son who was a leader and is a leader. They brought them a quarterback. You didn't have to go and search for a quarterback. So everything else had to be built around that quarterback. And they tried to do it really, really fast, and it didn't totally work out the way that he wanted to work. But I'm going to say this once again. There's nobody in America, and as I know that's a bold statement to say, that could have done for CU what Prime has done for CU this year. I mean, from the beginning. No, we don't have the wins that we want right now. Man, but Boulder, Colorado loved this man. He brought them a lot of money. The first year, how much? $300 million or something? That's just revenue that came in because of him. He hadn't even won a game yet. Still haven't, until now, we're like 4-8. I'll say the 4-8 reluctantly, but that's what it was. And so this year, after having a losing season last year, we sell out. I don't know anybody. I can't think, and I'll put my thinking hat on and see if I can figure out who could have come in and done at this time and done what he's done or what he's doing at CU right now.
So you're gonna think about it.
Easily, he just spoke on him. Ray Lewis could have done it.
No, I don't believe that.
Man, Ray Lewis could have done it, bro. His impact on the game was huge, bro.
I can't see Ray Lewis doing it, man.
Ray Lewis could not have done it the way that Prime has done it. Ray Lewis could have done it maybe in a football sense with just football. You got to remember, though, Prime brought more than just football to that city.
See, you're saying that because you don't live here in Baltimore. You don't know the impact that Ray Lewis had on Baltimore.
Y'all love him. Mm-hmm. That's okay. I love Archie Manning. I grew up with Archie Manning.
I mean, that's the only place he chose to have other businesses at. We don't know what he would have done nationally if he would have opened up businesses nationally. We don't know what he would have done. So I think that's probably one of the only other guys. That's just my personal opinion. Yeah. I think that's one of the other guys that could have done it.
Now, you see what's on the board right now, how we got a new chancellor coming in from Penn State. Now, see, I don't know I'm just speculating right now. But see, Prime will say, "Hey, we need to get this dude can't get it done. We need to get somebody else in here." Prime don't mind stepping on somebody and say, "Hey, he can't get the job done." Just like a player, personnel, he don't care who you are. If you ain't getting the job done, Prime gonna say it. That's why a lot of people don't like Prime because he hurt your feelings. Ray Lewis, I don't know if Ray Lewis had the same kind of energy behind him. I think he gonna say like what man Willie was saying earlier. Trevor Woods is smart, and when you give him some pushback on it, he just gonna keep beating around the bush and don't stand. Like I feel like he a nice guy. Ray Lewis is a nice guy. Prime don't mind being an asshole.
You got,
and then know what they say. They say they say, yeah, they say assholes get shit done.
I hear you. Ray Lewis compared to Prime and being able to do the same thing is not even close. And we all giving our opinions here for sure, but it's not even close. And Ray Lewis, Warren Sapp, Prime, Vic, and Randy Moss, my favorite players of all time. And Ray Lewis couldn't even come close to doing what Coach Prime did at Colorado. Not even close, man. Not even close. Ray Lewis could come in and have a Warren Sapp effect, but he can't do Prime. Like Jay-Z said, I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. Like that's Coach Prime. He's different, man. Ray Lewis he cool, but he couldn't do what Prime did. No way. Not even close.
A person like Prime, man, would drive you crazy. You know why? Because Prime is a visionary. You know, visionaries drive you crazy because you can't see what they see. Somebody that's a vision, he's already a million miles ahead. He already seen the plan before he even finished the plan. He see where it's taking him. That kind of man to drive you crazy. You either get on board with it or get left behind. Because what he sees, he's gonna go after. And that's one thing I like about him, man. He is a visionary and he sees it. That's why we have so many people. I don't see that. Or where did they see that at? That ain't possible. We're gonna, and so remember that time he told his players, he said, I want to tell you something, but I can't tell it to you because I know you're not ready for it. What he's saying that I got a vision I want to show you, but I know you're not ready for it. Because if I show it to you, you're not going to see it because you're not looking out for ahead as I am. And I'm not saying that Ray isn't a visionary because he probably is in a real good one. But man, those kind of people drive you nutty, man.
I'm going to do the job of see for this is his honor.
Well, let me say this right here.
Oh, go ahead. Good.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Now, I was gonna say Prime with what he got as advantages. People love him so much. People love him so much they hate him, man. Like you ever dated that girl and everything was good, kind of like with him and Pilar right now. At one point in time, they loved each other, man. And now something happened and the hate is there. Like that's the effect that Prime has on the world. Like a lot of people still in love with him. But it's a lot of people, just like Mike just said, I love Prime, man. He even said it. I love Prime. Prime was one of my guys. But when he came in and did this, now that love turned to hate. And that's the effect that Prime had. I don't think Ray Lewis or anybody else will have that effect because Prime has it like a lot of people still love him. Like all of us, we still love Prime. That's still our guy. But some people used to love him and now they hate him. And then now he got both sides of the spectrum. And in order to be as big as you want to get, you got to have people that love you and people that hate you, and that's what Prime got.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, can I just say one thing?
I think some of those people never like them though, bro, because you can't just start hating somebody out of nowhere like that.
Yeah, you can.
You want to bet? Yes, you can too.
I just don't see it.
Hey, just real fast. Mike get his point because he's gonna jump off.
Okay. No, I'm telling you right now, you guys, I don't hate Coach Prime. Dude, that's what makes people mad because you guys sit there just because we don't agree with his coaching style on some of the stuff. You guys think that we hate him or we're haters. We're not. I'll tell you right now, I hope he does good because he's in the same situation as Matt Rule in Nebraska. We're kind of like the same thing. We've sucked for a long time.
That's true.
We got to get our programs on track right now. But the thing is, there's more pressure on Dion right now more than Matt Rule because all of the talking he's doing. That's all I'm trying to say. But here's all I'm going to say. One thing about Nebraska, why they're going to be better this year, is basically week 2 when you guys played us, you guys mainly played freshmen and sophomores on the offense, okay? and we had no quarterbacks. Okay, I mean he's in the portal. I'm just saying we picked
No,
up
he's
2
at
elite.
Arizona State.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. He went to Arizona. But I'm just saying we got some young talent in the QB room. They're all hyped. We got recruits, 4-star coming in, O'Teef or whatever in 25. I mean, this is our year. We have to do it too. Well, us Nebraska fans are like done. I'm just saying I'm not saying we're going to win 9, 10, 11 games. I don't even think we're going to make the playoffs. I just hope we can get 7 or 8 games won this year. And that's what I get so mad because it's impossible to win 12 games the first season. And it is probably the second season too. With the first, a new coach, taking over a team. But all I'm saying is we got our running backs are all healthy this year. Our one senior that's back, he sat out last year. We got a full room. We got depth. They're not the greatest guys. We brought another transfer in. We got a couple receivers we picked up that are supposed to be okay. I mean, who knows until they play. But I'm just saying he has to do. But noise only goes so far in this thing. One of the greatest coaches was Tom Osborne. I'm just saying he was, and that guy never said a word. They're only going to put up with Dion for so long, and I think this is the year. That's just all I'm going to say. He's kind of like Matt Rule.
Mike, Mike bring up some valid points.
I don't think they fired. Hey, bro, you got to talk up. We could barely hear you.
You can barely hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm saying Mike brought up some valid points, and that's sort of like what we were saying the other night. That this coming year, Prime gotta show us he can win and he can live up to the talk. So I think that's fair. That's a fair assessment, Mike.
Yeah, Mike. I hope y'all get y'all 7, 8 wins that you want, but y'all ain't beat CU.
I don't completely agree.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna jump down. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Big Tiger. I'll be in the chat. Thanks, guys.
I don't completely agree with that. I think Prime got more time than just this year to get it done, but I do agree with some of his points. I've been telling people from the jump though, that's gonna be a closer game than what people expect. People think we just gonna go in there and blow Nebraska out. But they so wrong. They so wrong about it. I think we're gonna pull it off late. That's just how I feel about it.